Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Aulysius Corner. In this series, we are going to answer 5 questions posted on Monday.com community website. My name is Julie, and I'm a Customer Success Manager in Aulysius, a Monday.com Platinum and Advanced Delivery Partner. So, without further ado, let's answer question number 1. Question number 1: Problem connecting boards into a portfolio. But only some of our boards are able to be added, while others are not. We don't know the setting or reason why the portfolio doesn't see the boards we want to add. Anyone know what we need to do to connect the board to the portfolio? Okay, so for this question, as you guys would know, Monday has released a new portfolio management solution. Please note that this is only available on the enterprise plan. So yeah, this new solution is the way that you could manage your projects on Monday.com. And in order to connect an old board to this new solution, you just go to your new portfolio here and then click on add project and then search for the project that you want to add. Let's say I have here episode 6 old board, which is here. I'm just going to click on this one. And then there will be a pop-up to match your columns from your old board to the new structure of the portfolio. So let's say I don't have an actual timeline from my old board. And now I would just want to create that new column. Select timeline and then click on finish. And now you have it. Your old board is now connected to your new portfolio solution. And if I click on my board here, I could see here a column that links it to my portfolio solution. So now if I clicked on add item here, let's say item 6, you could see that it's automatically connected to your portfolio management here. Now, please note that as of the moment, you can connect up to 200 boards on this new solution. Actually, I also see some other solution on that one where if you go to uh, an old board, there is an option here. If you clicked on the 3 dots here and then clicked on more actions and then change it to a project board. But so far, I don't have that option. I think it's because Monday is continually still improving this new solution. So I think in the near future, we're going to have a better solution for adding the old boards to this new solution. So yeah, there you have it. I hope that answers the first question. Now let's go to question number 2. Subitems view under parent items in Gantt view. I have many items or tasks with sub-items with their own due dates and dependencies. I use Gantt view almost exclusively, and so do my colleagues. How do I get these sub-items to show under their parent task in Gantt view? I can only find the ability to show sub-items completely separate from their parent item and really give no context to how they flow in a true Gantt view. For this question, let's go to our board. And I have here a Gantt view as well. I have some items and sub-items here. So I'm assuming that this is the view that this user is getting, where the sub-items is completely on a separate group and not within the parent item. For this question, you have to go to the settings. And then there is a setting here that is called group by. You have to click on it. And you have an option to group by the board or the sub items. So for this one, you just clicked on the sub items of episode 5 and then click by parent. And you should have the sub items within their parents. Now you have this view. So as you could see here, the sub items are within the parent item. I hope that answers your question. Moving on to our third question. Add sub items as dynamic values in a doc. Hello everyone, newbie here. I noticed that when I'm creating a doc, I can add dynamic values. But when I try to add sub-items as dynamic values, it always show no values. And I do have sub-items. Does anyone know something about this? For this question, let's go to our board here. I have created here a column called Monday Doc, which uses the Monday Doc feature of monday.com. And so I also have here an item that has sub-items. Now let's create a new doc. As you could see, it's generating. Now let's add dynamic values to this work doc. In order to add dynamic values, just click on Add here, More Options, and then you will see here a list of items that you could add on your work doc. Just click here Dynamic Values, and then Column Values. Now here, under Column Values, you could select Sub-items, and then it will automatically show the sub-items that you have for this parent item. The way that this works is that it only works if you have sub-items within your parent item. So I'm assuming that you're getting no values because there are no sub-items on your parent item. Let's just go through that example quickly. I'm going to close this. And then this item number 1 basically has no sub-item. So let's create a doc and see what values we're going to get if I clicked on sub-item dynamic values. Let's click on Add here, More Options, Dynamic Values, Column Values, and then sub-items. So see, this is why you're getting no value on your dynamic work doc because basically your parent item has no sub-items. I hope that answers the question. Just make sure that you have sub-items within your parent items. Now let's go to question number 4. Forms, making fields required based on conditional question answers. On my form, I have a field that has conditions under it. Here's the scenario. In this case, I want the 2 conditional questions to be required if the answer to the first question is yes. Is that possible? Question: does this project require additional funding? Question number 1. If yes, please enter the additional amount requested. If yes, please describe the reason for the additional funding amount. For this question, let's go to our forms here. I pre-created this form. I have here a sample form that has a project name and the question that's going to be answered by yes or no. Let's edit this form quickly. The short answer to that question is yes. You could create a setting that the question will be a required field if the answer is yes. So here I have created a conditional statement that if the answer is one of yes, then I have another question to enter the additional amount requested. Now you just clicked on this one and then clicked on question settings and enabled this required field option. Same goes for the second question. So if the answer to this one is yes, then of course we will ask this question as well. So for this one, you just clicked on question settings as well and then required, enable it. And then you could publish your question. You could also do a preview of this form. We're just going to click on continue. Let's say this is project 2 and my answer is yes. As you could see here, the 2 questions that we have is a required field. So if I clicked on submit here, it shows me that these questions are required to be answered. So let's just input a number quickly and then some reason, then submit. Then it all works. I hope it answers your question. Question number 5, best mind map maker web app. Which is the best mind map making web app? I found two apps, like so and like so. Any ideas? Thanks. So this is a really great question posted on the monday.com community website. I'm assuming that you're using monday.com. That's why you posted that question there. And a really great tool for that is the new product from monday.com, which is WorkCanvas. So WorkCanvas is an online whiteboard, and we have different kinds of templates here. I'm actually going to just add a new template. If you clicked on add template here, you could see a list of all the templates that WorkCanvas has that could really like help your organization. And you're looking specifically for mind mapping template. So I'm just going to type that in here and search for it. You could see here that we have different kinds of mind mapping templates, and you could just select one of each. I'm just going to show you this one. If I clicked on use template, I have this. I'm just gonna drag this on a clear space here on my whiteboard, and I'll just drag it here. And then we're gonna zoom in so that you could see how it looks. So now you could start with your main idea and actually branch out from different topics. In order to do that, you just simply click on this plus icon here, and then you could type some options that you have. And then, of course, if you clicked on it as well, you could expand it for as long as you want. So I'm just going to type here another option, then another option here. So you could branch out these different kinds of ideas. So yeah, now you have it. You could also, of course, embed this to your monday.com board. So I'm just going to copy this link here. And then if I create on add widget here, and we select on some more widgets like embed everything, I'm just going to add that. Then let's paste our link here. So it's loading. I'm just going to exit this and back this widget. So yeah, now you could even embed this from WorkCanvas to monday.com. I think another great option for using WorkCanvas is that there's an option to sync items from your boards. So for example, I want to import items here from my boards. Let's say I'm doing to import items from episode 5. There is a two-way sync for the items. I'm just gonna add this here. Let's say this one is for planning. These main ideas for planning. So I could just put that there. And if I clicked on a specific status, let's say item 1 is changed to working on it. On my board here for episode 5, item 1 also changed to working on it. So there's a two-way sync from Monday WorkCanvas and your boards. So I think that's a really great tool that you could use as well when you work on WorkCanvas specifically. There you have it. We answered 5 questions today. Join us for another episode in the coming weeks. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our website or our LinkedIn page, aulysius.com. And yeah, see you on the next episode.